Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Soul Journey Show with Jen Snow. That's me. Just want to take a big moment to say thank you. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for all of you who are joining me on the journey, that are bringing your journey to this space and spending your time and energy here with the show, whether it be in live or on replay. I'm just really, really grateful for all the time and energy that you guys put into this and into yourselves. This is it's a big thing to make these choices to begin your journey, however that looks for you. And that is one of the most important things I think that we need to remember, is that our journeys are unique to ourselves, and our journeys are step by step, and everybody is going to have their own energy, their own obstacles and opportunities that they're going to overcome and dive into. And as we go through this, we have to remember that our individual journey will not look like somebody else's journey necessarily. There may be similarities. There might be options where, you guys you go through use the same portal, but the portal that you use, even though it's the exact same technique, will be redefined by your unique experience. So when we're going into these places, when we're getting into these deep places within, when we're kind of accessing these deep inner wounds or the shadows of our own experience, or our generational wounds and shadows, we are opening this door to create and to invite different outcomes, opportunities, and possibilities that maybe in the moment we don't see, we don't feel, we don't understand. So I just want to, we're talking about, Motivation Mondays, Meditation Mondays, kind of coming together and talking about the fact that here we are, here you are. And when you find this podcast, when you find this channel, you are taking a step. If you choose to stay and you choose to be a part of it, whether it's watching one of our meditations or using one over and over, or being here every single week, it is a choice. And you are already making these strides in your journey of self-discovery, self-healing, the journey within, that self-actualization of creating the best version of yourself, or awakening the best version of yourself. Because as we create, we awaken. As we awaken, we create. And we get into these different modalities, and we get into these different places within ourselves, within our mind, within our energy body, within our physical body, within our lives. And we begin to co-create with different steps, different zones, different pieces of ourselves that maybe lie dormant right now, or are in, buried deep in the subconscious mind, that cannot come forward yet because there is so much buried on top of it. So wherever you're at in your journey, the first thing I want you guys to remember is to come in and celebrate you. Be grateful for the steps that you've taken. And for some of us, those steps take, days, hours, weeks. For some of us, they take years. And because I've experienced both, where my steps are really, really fast. And then I got into this place where I wasn't ready to continue. I wasn't ready to keep going forward. And that's okay, because I had to experience where I was, make decisions that where I wasn't where I wanted to stay. It's where I needed to be. On part of my healing journey, just stepping into everything I do and stepping into this space of creation and finding out where I wanted to be has been a process. It's been a process of layers, a process of opportunities that I took, some that I have left, and I wasn't personally ready for. I wasn't in that space where I thought that was the alignment that I needed in the moment. But when I get to that place again, maybe then I have come that far. Maybe it's going to look different. It's never going to look the same. This wonderful quote that you never step in the same river twice is really those opportunities. We may choose to leave opportunities behind because we're not ready for it, or we're not in that space for it. But as we come back to that space, as we get into that space of creation, we start to open up other opportunities or similar opportunities that don't look exactly the same as they did, 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, yesterday, right? Because we are never stepping in the same river twice. As we grow, as we expand, as we stay, as we learn, as we sometimes get stuck, we all get stuck. we create different energy. We hold a different vibration. We begin to attract different things. We attract where we're at. And so where we're at shifts the way we see the world, the way we feel about the world, the way we see ourselves in the world, the way we feel about ourselves in the world. So much has changed. But this is, I made this video about, we talked about being rigid in the mindset, is really giving yourself the opportunity and the okay to go, okay, now I'm ready for that opportunity that I wasn't ready for 6 months ago. And I realize and I accept that it's not going to look the way it did 6 months ago, because I'm not the same person that I was 6 months ago. I'm not the same awakened soul that I was 6 months ago, 3 days ago, yesterday. So I'm going to let that come to me, and I'm going to keep moving towards it, knowing that the look of it may have shifted. And, what if it's better than you could have ever imagined? What if leaving that what if possibility and opportunity there is a really great way to move forward when you're ready to and it's not even circle back, but when you're ready to keep that door now open, and when you're ready to open the door for that similar opportunity that's going to get you to your next level to come forward, because now you're ready to take it. Now you're in a place of, and maybe 6 months ago you weren't, and that's perfectly okay, because 6 months ago you were able to see the opportunity and go, okay, so that's what I'm not there yet, but I'm going to get there. And the universe is going, okay, well, you're not ready yet, but we're going to keep this door and this energy here. It's going to shift a little. It's going to change colors. It's going to have a different feel, because you're going to have a different feel. And that's, I think, something we get stuck on, is when we miss something, or we feel that we miss something. When we move forward, if we kind of stay in that missing, or that, shoulda, coulda, woulda, we actually bring that energy into everything we're moving into. That shoulda, coulda, woulda. So when we, getting to know your energy and where your mindset is at, and the combination of how that creates is, and how you've looked at the past, how you carry the past, how you move forward, is all a part of the process. But if we let go of the coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, then we really do give the opportunity for that potential to come into our lives, even though it's going to look different, it's going to feel different, and it may have the exact same outcome. You may just be doing it in a different way because you've evolved. So just giving yourself that permission to receive, and in that space of receiving, kind of moves me into what I wanted to talk about last Monday, when there was some stuff going on that I wasn't able to do the show. So first off, I want to say thank you, now that I've got that opener going, and tell you how much I appreciate the patience and understanding with the emergency that happened, that I wasn't able to be here. But I wanted to talk it's funny, because I was driving down from the mountains to the coast, and I had 4.5-hour drive to really sit with the topic of this show. And I was so excited. I wanted to talk about reframing, redefining how we sit, how we hold, and how we work with those feelings of jealousy, and that space of jealousy, and what we can do with it, so that it becomes something that allows us to be a positive force of creation, versus a space of creation in lack or scarcity. And we did the previous show on lack of scarcity, and jealousy is a emotion that comes from a space. It's rooted in scarcity and fear and lack. And so when we start to, and the reason I wanted to talk about this, because this is a very common topic, especially in a lot of the primary wounds that I see people resolving and healing through the hypnotherapy. Jealousy comes up a fair amount. Jealousy in many different aspects and many different forms of our lives, both personally, professionally. We've all run into it. I personally have had my bout with jealousy. And when I sit back and thought about this topic, I really wish somebody had said to me, hey, Jen, instead of sitting in this feeling that you have, what if we transform that? What if we redefine that? What if we looked at it from a different perspective? And maybe back then I would have heard them. Maybe I wouldn't. Knowing my younger self, if I had my stubborn pants on, I probably would have dug my heels in, because I would have just been me at the time. In the time, my younger self, I was rooted in a lot of insecurity and jealousy. I really did experience that in my personal relationships. And it defined me. It defined a lot of things a lot of choices I made. And I didn't realize Some of it was conscious, some of it was unconscious. I didn't really realize that it was so deeply rooted in my decisions and my actions. And so as I step back now, and if I could go back and talk to my 20-year-old me, my 22-year-old, 21-year-old me, I would have this beautiful conversation with her and be like, I get how you're feeling. I understand where you're coming from and how you could feel that way. But what if? And this is the what if conversation. If we look at jealousy and we step out and we take away just for a moment the feeling of jealousy, that emotion, that one that just gets in there and you're like, it's just so deep. For me, it roots in my solar chakra and my heart, those two, but mainly my solar plex chakra. Because as I was driving, I was thinking about where did this root for me? And those are the two chakras that it really did root in my space for me. And in that space, if I take the emotions out of it and I looked back at that moment, what was I jealous of? The simple and the breakdown of that was that I wanted somebody to love me the way I loved somebody, to give the way I gave, to see me. And the fact that, oh, sorry, Ship. Hey, Ship. I see the comments now. Sorry, I was totally in my moment. I found that I was actually my own insecure. Yeah. And that is not being enough. And that's exactly where mine sat with me when I stepped back and I thought about my 20-year-old, 21, 22-year-old self. It was that not being good enough. But I, at that time, would have been like, I'm not a jealous person, blah, 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 because I didn't want to see that it had something to do with me. And so looking back at that, what I was really showing myself was what I wanted. And so that reframe of stepping out and being, hey, when I feel this jealous feeling or these jealous feelings come up, what is it in the outside world that I want? Okay, so then it becomes a possibility of, okay, now you have an understanding what it is that you want. Now we can sit in those emotions and there's nothing wrong with that. Or we can go, okay, so how do I co-create this for myself? I don't want that relationship. I don't want that partnership, that partner or those people, but I want that for myself. So how can I now move into my life, bring that energy into my life so that I can begin to receive and give that energy in my space? How do I make space be open to find my want? And what do I need to do to create that space? And where am I holding the opposite? Where do I feel that I'm not good enough? Where do I feel that I'm unloved or unheard or unneeded or unwanted? Where is that sitting in me and how is that defining who I am? Because we talk about, abundance and the law of attraction. You attract what you are. And so what can we do to shift that so that you have a goal now? This becomes, instead of it being a source of lack or pain or suffering, it now becomes a redefined opportunity to go, okay, this is my goal. This is what I'm moving towards. This is me now moving into that space, that energy, that frequency, that tone, that vibration with a different outlook. Instead of it being something that I need and want and I don't have, it now becomes, in my mind, sitting with that, energy, sitting with myself and going, okay, now what do I need to do so that I am ready to receive this? What work can I dive into in myself that is going to help me understand that I am worthy, that I am loved because I love myself. I have set that I am enough and all of that. And that is, then you start to change the conversation. You start to change the topic. You start to change how you hold what it is that you want. And it becomes fuller, bigger, and more. And it comes into a space of abundance. It comes into the space of allowance and giving and receiving. And the fear, the lack, the insecurity, all of that you had felt begins to transform itself into confidence and knowing and having. And this is the topic is about shifting and changing the conversation that we're having with ourselves and how we hold our emotions. Sometimes those emotions happen and it really does give us a moment, if we choose it, to go, okay, so this is telling me something. And now that it's telling me something, what is it that I really want? And so now I know what I want to move towards. And then you get motivated, you get inspired, you begin to create space, you begin to let go of the things that are holding you back. You begin to let go of maybe necessarily the relationships that are not helping you hold space and create space for the relationships that you want. You start to put yourself into that place of worthiness, of enoughness, of love, of knowingness, and you begin to redefine the direction of you and yourself by, instead of staying with that negative conversation or that conversation of insecurity or the conversation of unworthiness or not being enough, we begin to reframe. And every day we practice this, every day we get into that space. Okay, so when I start to feel those feelings again, is this happening to me now? All right, it's not, this is the past coming forward, how I used to feel, right? What do I need to shift how I feel? Can I focus on my goal instead of this being something that's holding me back, or, keeping me in a place of feeling and thinking that, and believing and knowing that I don't have this? What have I done in the next, what can I do for the next week to kind of get into that space of, okay, no, I'm here. I'm making the door. I'm opening the door. I'm now in this redefined mindset, this redefined energy, this redefined and reframed flow of me. And as we walk through those reframes and we practice those reframes, our subconscious mind goes, oh, wait. Oh, she doesn't want to feel jealousy anymore. She wants to feel opportunity and knowing, and like, it starts to understand and hear you. Well, then it starts to reshape the messages and the feelings towards what it is that you're actually working for. But this is something we do have to practice. We have to practice our own inner reframe. And as our reframes become more automatic, our beliefs become more concrete. And those old beliefs, those old patterns, those old actions, those old reactions, those old emotions begin to shift. Those old shadows begin to find their way back to their original light from which they came. And we begin to light up our life differently. We begin to move through our life differently. We begin to attract friendships, partnerships, businesses, work, energy. We just begin to attract very differently by sitting with ourselves and deciding that reframe. Yes, our old emotions may have showed us what we wanted, but it doesn't mean we have to live in our old emotions. We can begin to choose and change and shift and heal and create from a different perspective. But we have to be willing to change our perspective. We have to be willing to go, okay, is this working for me? Is feeling that jealousy working for me? Is it getting me where I want to go, or is it just keeping me where I was? And that might be a really big question when you think about, something, whether it's desire or there's jealousy. We can desire a lot of things and we can be jealous of a lot of things, but are we holding it in the lack scarcity space, or is it something that's we can sit back and, redefine, go, okay, now I know what I want. I have a clear picture. Now, what that might look like and how it's going to come to me, I'm going to leave that and trust in the universe that if I keep moving towards in this energy, this frequency, this tone, that as I move forward, that it's going to open those doors. And as I pay attention to those doors opening, or allow myself to see the signs or asking for the signs and, doing that inner work on myself, that I am going to get there one way or another. And letting go of that rigid perspective of what that might look like per se, down to the last detail, may help you really open that door a little more easily where it can come to you. Because in the end, when you get to the end of your goal and you've reached your goal and you have, you've created and you now are co-creating that beautiful space that you wanted, that, you turned that emotion of jealousy into opportunity and knowing and direction for yourself, and not, in your own way for your own self, then you accomplish this wonderful source of understanding that you can co-create your reality, and you begin to get into that space. And then the doors are limitless, they're boundless. And it sounds easy, and some days it will be easy, and some days it may be work. And that's the thing, is sometimes this is work because we got to be on ourselves. We got to be accountable. We got to be responsible. Okay, what am I thinking about? Where's my mind going? okay, my mind has wandered here, my feelings have wandered here. Is there something here that I need to kind of deep dive into? Or is this something that an old pattern, an old habit that I kind of just went back into? And what was that trigger? Let's redefine that trigger. Let's start working and now practicing that redefined, reframe trigger into something positive that is going to help propel me in the direction that I am moving towards and I am choosing to move towards and making space for. So that I wanted to talk about last Monday, but here we are today. So thank you for being here. Hey, Purple Princess. And I just really think that if we can get in utilizing this tool of redefining moments and reframing and practicing that redefining moment and that reframing, we can really begin to start to make these little leaps and bounds. And that doesn't mean you're not going to have to use other tools or bring in other techniques. It's just, this is one way to begin that journey. Big, small, medium, minute steps. We all crawl, then we walk, then we run, then we sprint, and then we fly. Wherever you are at, and as long as you're taking your steps, big or small, it is about you taking those steps. And like I said, some of these journeys will happen really, really quickly, and some may take a little more time because they're deeper. We have these primary wounds and shadows, both in our own experiences and in our generational experiences. And as we unwind those, we are really shedding what is, the heaviness of sometimes being in the human experience. And as we shed, this is one tool to start shedding the heaviness of being in the human experience and really bringing in that light body into the physical body, where the light body has the freedom to create. The light body has the flow to shift the vibration that creates our physical world. And as we move into that space, we begin to explore the different ways that we can co-create our lives, our journey, our experiences, and have fun with it and play with it. And that's the other thing is, as serious and as the dark night of the soul can be as we go through it, we are, something I often have to remind myself is to play and have fun, because, that old me got me where I am today. That old me definitely, she took a beating, and that was a personal beating that I beat her up, and an external beating and the way I held experiences. But she was tough, and she got here. And even though the old me has shifted into the me that I am today, I still take time to honor that me, because even though she may have been misguided, she may have been really stuck and full of lots of suffering, lots of self pain, and just there, like, really, and stubborn as heck, and determined to outwit the universe itself, because that's me. She definitely, she walked through the fire, and on the other side, this version of myself awoke. And so taking time to honor that journey and honor who you were really can also begin the reframe and the redefine how you carry the choices that we made in the past, the feelings that we felt in the past, the habits that we had in the past. And so that's another way to really another tool to help create open opportunities, instead of things holding you back or sitting deep within you and creating heaviness and lack and scarcity. As we redefine these opportunities and redefine the experiences and how we move through them, we can really begin to shed the layers of I don't want to call them negative experiences, but heavy experiences. And we can really begin to get into those root origin wounds and shadows, so that we can resolve and heal them at a soul level, so that we no longer have to relearn those lessons or relearn those experiences, or we break the loop of the patterns of the past that are coming forward, because our conscious mind or subconscious mind are a little bit stuck and rooted in things that once were but no longer are. That was then, this is now, and it's getting into that space. So tonight's meditation, which the light body kind of leads me in tonight, because hi, is it Skazi? I hope I said that right, because I am so bad with names, and I do apologize if I say anybody's names wrong. Dyslexia kind of thinks backwards sometimes. But thank you for being here. So tonight's meditation, this is one of my self-healing tools. So I think it was about a year and a half into shifting my physical body's response to neuropathy, the kidneys, and my eyesight. I began this process of meditating with the single purpose of literally focusing on one single cell in my body and bringing as much universal light into that single cell in my body, and then allowing that light to spread to every other cell, to the point where I began to imagine, sense, and feel myself with my eyes closed, even though I could see the glow, my entire body illuminating in universal soul energy, my universal soul energy. And on top of that, I would add these affirmations that the cells were healing, they were shedding the old and stepping into my universal soul light and bringing that vibration, tone, and frequency that would bring me the optimal health and vitality. Now, that was my affirmation when I got to that place where I felt and could, with my eyes closed, see the light glowing in and around me, within me and around me. So the one thing is, when we do this meditation, it's going to be about you deciding your affirmation. What is it that you want to bring to your cells? What information do you want to bring to your cellular light body that is creating your physical body, your emotional and mental body? And what message do you want to give that light? And what do you want to spread throughout your cells? Because I work and operate on this theory, and it is my theory, right or wrong. It is my theory that our cells believe that we are their higher power, as our mind believes that there is a universal power above us. So our voice matters. When we talk to our body, we talk to ourselves, that conversation matters. So if we redefine and reprogram that conversation to be what it is, the outcome that we want to create, while we're in this space of going within, while we're in this space of meditation, while we're in our space of bringing the optimal amount of light energy into our cells begin to reprogram and redefine themselves in that energy, in that voice, in that emotion, in that word. So bringing that emotion, what does it feel like? For me, it was feeling like I was healthy. It was feeling like, oh, I'm glad I got it right. Woo! Hey, Tana. Feeling like I was healthy. That was my main goal, was to get to a point where I could feel that I could maintain my health. And so that was my intent when I did this meditation. Now, your intent may be very, very different, and that is absolutely wonderful and perfect. So when you think about your affirmation that you want to begin to say to yourself, what you want to begin to talk to your cells, your organs, your joints, your bones, your muscles, the fibers of your being, your emotional, energetic, physical, and emotional self, what do you want to start to say to yourself? What conversation, what do you want to start to co-create for yourself? And this is, when we get into that image of all that universal soul light lighting us up from the inside out, and then very specific about the inside out, and we pick one cell. For me, I used to start my kidneys. That was my main focus. So I would go into, imagine being in my kidneys and finding one cell that was making up the tissues, one atom that was making up the tissues of my kidneys, and I would focus on that one cell until it was a luminous, and then there I would invite it to spread the light, and from there it would just radiate through my body. And then once I got to that point where I could sense or feel myself glowing in my own soul universal light, I then started the affirmation. So that's what we're going to work on tonight. That's where we're going tonight. This is something that I actually do in the morning and at night, especially at night. If I have something to focus on in the morning, we sometimes leave it for the nighttime, but I do this every night before I fall asleep so that my body can heal and repair itself while I'm sleeping. And I give myself permission to heal and repair as I'm sleeping. So that's the other part of my affirmation about optimal health and vitality in all of my organs, all of my tissues, all of my muscles, all of my bones, all of my emotions, is that I give myself permission to release the old and let the light energy in to repair and recover anything that needs to be recovered or balanced. And I just kind of wing it. And sometimes that's the best way to do it, because what you need in the moment is what you need. So that's what we're focusing on tonight. So I'm going to ask everybody, as I get the music turned on, let's go ahead and let's find that space of where you guys can sit and be, where you feel comfortable to rest, where you feel at ease. and peaceful as I turn the music on. And again, I'm using the same music as the other day. I'm still really, loving this music. So if you guys, I'll put the link in the comments. Check out this channel. They really do have some beautiful music, ones that I personally love to meditate to. So yeah, I just love this music, and they have many to choose from. This is the one that I've been really sitting with. And it's funny because it's my heart chakra and my solar plex, that green and yellow. As you all know from my office on the coast, it's lime green. This one is going to be transformed soon enough. But let's go ahead and find that spot. Let's find that position. Let's find that space where you can sit, you can relax, you can rest. And when you're ready and willing, go ahead and close those eyes down and let your eyes be closed. Let your breath be soft and easy. Let yourself let go of the moment, the day, the hours, the minutes, anything that was going on before you decided and chose to close your eyes. Just let it be where it's going to be, and giving yourself permission to have this time to rest, to receive, to allow, to go into that deep inner place, that deep, wonderful space. And as you close your eyes down, as you let your body get physically comfortable in the space that you're in, just allowing yourself to know, to feel that any of those physical adjustments to get even more comfortable from this point forward, when you're ready and willing, will take you into a deeper space of rest, a deeper place of love, a deeper space of calm and comfort. So taking a couple minutes to adjust, to get into that place of rest, that place of peace, that place where you're ready and willing to begin the journey of letting go and release. Just letting your shoulders get comfortable, the backs of your legs and heels, the back of your head, the backs of your arms, the palms of your hands. Just allowing all of your body, all of you, to get a little bit more comfortable with every breath you breathe, every moment that passes. Letting go bit by bit as you give yourself permission with each exhale to gently and softly and willingly release. Releasing and letting go of the day, the tension, the tightness that you may still feel yourself holding on to. And as you begin to let go through your exhale of any and all of those feelings of tension, the tightness, the sense of stress, notice how your muscles begin to soften and rest with every breath in, giving yourself permission to allow your muscles to soften, to rest. Allow your mind to be at ease as you move into a place, a deeper space of inner self-peace. And as you rest now more and more, let your mind wander once more. Let your mind wander to the sounds around you, taking a moment to absorb, to hear, to see, to feel, to sense any and all sounds, both inside and outside of the space that you are in. And as you listen, as you hear what you hear, as you notice what you notice, knowing that each and every sound, both inside and outside, from this point forward, with your permission, of course, whether new or old, expected, unexpected, whether now or later, whether soft or loud, whether man-made or made by nature, will no longer disturb nor distract you from this wonderful feeling of peace and rest. In fact, each and every sound, when you're ready now, will be a part of your process, every thought taking you deeper in and deeper down into that space of comfort, that place of rest, that zone of peace, that place of letting go and gently and softly and willingly release. Releasing and letting go of any and all forms of tension or tightness. And as your breath is a path of letting go, a path between the outside world around you and that inner landscape, that home base, that special sanctuary of healing, of comfort, of calm, that inner space. I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things, but it doesn't matter if you can't imagine all the things that I'm asking you to, because very, very soon your breath is going to be like a bridge, a path between the outside world around you into that inner home base, that inner sanctuary of healing, love, comfort, and calm, that inner place, that special place. So when you're ready and willing, let your mind shift from the sounds around you into that home base, that inner sanctuary, that special place, that place within. So let your breath guide you. And as you feel yourself wandering into that special place, that inner home base, feel the comfort rolling through you like soft, gentle waves rippling down into you. With every breath, drawing closer and closer and deeper into that center core, that home base, that beautiful sanctuary, your very own special place. That place where you can call your energy back from all space and time, from all situations and persons and events and experiences that is solely yours and yours alone. Bring all your energy back. Bring all your energy home. And as you feel and sense your energy coming home, you may notice that it's the energy that you spent today, over the past week, the past month, the past years, and beyond. Feel all your energy come home to that center core, that home base, that special sanctuary of self-love, healing, and soul energy embrace, that self-source and soul space. Bringing all your energy that is solely yours and yours alone, all the way back in and all the way home. With every breath you breathe, opening, allowing, and creating this space to receive the energy that is solely yours and yours alone from any life, past, present, or future, from any person, situation, or experience. Bringing all that energy home, all the way back in, all the way down, 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 into the core of home base, into that sanctuary, your most favorite, beautiful place. And perhaps your home base reminds you of that place in nature that brings you peace and calm, serenity and tranquility. Perhaps it's a place within your home. Perhaps it's a place that you've never seen in this physical reality. But allow yourself to sense, feel, and to notice your home base and the surrounding of this special, spectacular, wonderful place. Feel where you feel it. Notice how you notice it. And as you snuggle into home base, into that wonderful, beautiful place, feel the energy of home base. Feel your soul light into that self-source and soul space, that calm inner place. More and more comfortable with every breath that you breathe, more and more at peace as you gently and softly let go and release. Releasing any last traces of tension or tightness that you may sense or feel yourself harboring or holding in your body or your mind. Imagine all that tension or tightness dissolving, melting away softly and gently. And as that tension and tightness dissolves and melts away, as that wave of calm from the top of your head to the soles of your feet softly and gently begins to now increase. In a moment, I'm going to count from 10 down to 1, and I want you to imagine that with each and every number from 10 down to 1, it's like a step down into the center home base, into that beautiful sanctuary of calm peace, that beautiful special place. And as I count from 10 down to 1, when I get all the way down to 1, you'll be more and more connected into your self-source soul space, into that space of healing, that sanctuary, that space that is your special place. So when you're ready and willing, let's begin. Let's start with 10, letting go of any last traces of tension or tightness or stress. Releasing, letting go with each and every breath. Deeper and deeper still, down to 9. Breathing and knowing there's gently and easily plenty of time to drift deeper and deeper into that home base, into the warmth, light, and energy, the calm sanctuary of your special place. Down to 8. And feel at ease of that loving embrace as you drift deeper and deeper within. Deeper and deeper down into that calmer space, that more and more ease as you gently and softly continue to release, creating more and more space for calm and peace all the way down to 7. And the deeper you want to go now, the deeper you can go, and the deeper you choose to go, when you're ready, the deeper now you will go. Deeper and deeper and deeper down into the calmness, into your sanctuary, into that home inner space, down to 6. Calmer and calmer still. Feel that flow of calmness from the top of your head all the way down through the palms of your hands, down, down, down to the soles of your feet and beyond. And all the way down, down, down to 5. Deeper and deeper you go. Deeper and deeper down into that sanctuary of self, source, and soul. All the way down, doubling down to 4 now. That's it. Feel that simple ease of bliss, that simple ease of release, automatic, down, 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 down to 3. And all the way down, 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 down to 2. And as you breathe in and out, taking that last little journey all the way down, down, down to 1, and be there now. Be in the center of your self, source, and soul space, in that deep, deep, wonderful sanctuary, that healing place. And notice how you notice your self, source, and soul space, the deep, deep wealth of that inner healing space, connected and calm and grounded. With every breath you breathe, both in and out, connecting, calming, grounding. As you begin to sit with the flow of your own inner self, source, soul energy, more and more, deeper and deeper, all the way in, all the way down, into that beautiful, fantastic, cozy place. And as you rest in your beautiful sanctuary, take a moment to focus on those tiny muscles in and around your eyes. Bringing that softness into the very deepest parts of those muscles in and around your eyes, so that your eyelids become completely soft and heavy. Heavy and soft with calm and comfort. That's right. Taking the time to allow those muscles in and around your eyes to become so completely soft and comfortable that they feel heavy and at ease. And the softer and heavier your eyelids become, the deeper the flow of peace. That's right. The softer and heavier you allow your eyelids to become, the deeper that flow of inner peace begins to expand and spread and move from the top of your head all the way down to the palms of your hands, the tips of your thumbs and your fingers, all the way down into the soles of your feet and beyond. Bringing that softness into every muscle, every nerve, every fiber, every part of you, with every breath you breathe, both in and out. And now in your mind's eye and your imagination, I want you to pick a particular space in your body you feel drawn to. And as you move into that particular space in your body that you feel drawn to, I want you to imagine a single cell in that area of your body. And as you begin to sense, feel, or imagine that single cell in that area of your body or your chakras that you've been drawn to, giving that cell permission to absorb all of your soul light, source light into itself so that it begins to glow and illuminate fully and completely. And just holding space in that image of that cell in that particular chakra or that part of your body that you feel drawn to, beginning to illuminate and fill fully and completely with source soul energy in its highest frequency, in its highest form, tone, and vibration. So that that single cell begins to glow brighter and brighter, stronger and stronger, and even more and more with every second and a moment that passes. Feel and sense and notice that cell that you have chosen to focus on illuminating stronger and stronger, brighter and brighter, and more full of soul energy, vibration, tone, frequency at its highest form. Bringing in divine love and light into itself, bringing in your divine soul energy and light into itself fully and completely until it's so brilliant, so luminous that that light, that source and soul energy, vibration, tone, and frequency begins to expand into every cell within your whole body so that your whole body illuminates in divine source and soul energy at its highest frequency and level and capacity. And just hold that image bit by bit of your every cell in your body, in your makeup, physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically beginning to glow and vibrate, beginning to illuminate more and more in divine source and soul, your divine source and soul energy frequency in its highest form and energy, more and more. That's right. Giving yourself permission to glow brightly, comfortably, illuminating from the inside out. And as your cells begin to illuminate more and more, feel it expanding from the top of your head all the way down to the palms of your hands, down to the soles of your feet, so that your whole body illuminates from the inside out. And you may sense this in a variety of ways. You may feel it, you may see it, you may just be aware of it through your sixth sense. But allowing yourself to hold that space, that intent, that from this moment forward, each and every cell in your whole being, down to the cellular makeup of your soul, will begin to illuminate in your divine source energy, your divine soul frequency in its highest form and capacity. That's right, getting brighter and brighter and more luminous with every breath you breathe from the inside out. Allowing your light, source energy, source frequency, source tone and vibration to move from cell to cell, all becoming brighter and brighter. Feel yourself giving yourself permission to illuminate from the inside out, the outside in. Shedding and releasing anything and everything that no longer serves your greatest purpose, vibration, and frequency. And as you illuminate more and more, bringing your soul source light into every cell, every muscle, every fiber, every part of you, until you can see, sense, and feel and know yourself glowing as if you are creating a bubble of energy all around you from the inside, singular cell, into every cell, every particle, every part of you, physically, mentally, emotionally aligned in this glowing, luminous energy that is you and you alone, in your highest light form. Expanding, illuminating, getting brighter and brighter, cell by cell, part by part, moment by moment, breath by breath. Feel the frequency and vibration, the tone of your whole body, illuminating in its highest energy, its highest tone, its highest frequency, connecting into self-source energy, self-source and soul energy in its highest form in divinity. Getting more and more luminous in every part of you. And you may begin to sense yourself surrounded in this beautiful cocoon or soft cloud of light. And as you feel the light from within expanding to your energy field and aura around you, when you feel that space, sense or see it, begin your affirmations of intent, speaking to your light self, speaking to your physical self, your mental, emotional, and energetic self as a whole, giving yourself permission to create, to have, to heal, to balance, to restore, to increase everything and anything that you are ready to focus on, and bring your focus to your affirmations, taking time now to speak to the cellular makeup of your being in its highest form, illuminated in its energy body, so that the energy becomes your frequency in your physical body. Your physical body becomes your light body frequency more and more with every breath you breathe. And as you take time to sit with yourself, to set your intent, to have this beautiful conversation, feel and see every cell within you becoming harmonized in your highest frequency, your soul divinities and source light and energy, completely luminous and open to receive your highest, most positive guidance. That your physical, mental, emotional, energetic self come together in harmony in your highest, most divine guidance. Feel your physical body energized, illuminating, shining brighter and brighter as every cell hears this positive message of intention more and more with every breath you breathe, every thought you have. That's it. You're doing amazing. And when you feel and sense yourself in every cell hearing this positive intention, this positive affirmation, this positive direction and guidance, just sit in that guidance, sit in that energy of direction, sit in that energy and frequency of your positive intention, and feel how good it feels to feel every part of you reshaping, redefining, reframing into that energy, getting lighter and lighter, stronger and stronger, brighter and brighter, your frequency raising higher and higher, your light source body connecting even more into your physical body in every way and every day from this point forward and beyond. Feel that source of creation, that energy becoming you day by day, breath by breath, moment by moment, and beyond. Feel how good it feels to feel and sense every cell of your being, listening and hearing, adapting, expanding, increasing, and creating with you in harmony, in unity, and oneness. As you release the old, you step forward into the new. As you choose and allow yourself to release the old, you step into the new frequency, the new luminous you, down to the cellular makeup of your being. Giving yourself permission to move forward in this space, in this energy, this frequency, this tone and vibration in your soul, divine energy and light, a luminous, still, every moment and every breath from this point forward and beyond. And as you take these next several deep breaths, feel how good it feels to be you, how connected and grounded into your soul source self, into your soul source energy, vibration, tone, and frequency, and how your soul frequency is becoming a part of your physical reality more and more as you continue to create and open this beautiful door for yourself and all that is. And that connection expanding, growing, flourishing, and thriving from this point forward and beyond. And as you take a deep breath, feel yourself coming back into the here and now, all the way back, all the way here, all the way in the now, your cells lighter and lighter, brighter and brighter, more and more vibrant and luminous than ever before. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. At 5, you'll be fully emerged, fully aware, and fully alert, feeling refreshed and restored, feeling grounded and connected, feeling luminous and bright, and knowing that you can maintain and continue to expand your own internal vibration, frequency, and tone to be more in alignment with your self source and soul space, with your divine, all that is, and soul energy in its highest form and frequency. 1, feel how good it feels to be you, as every cell in your body is luminous and vibrating in its highest form and continuing to vibrate higher and higher. 2, feel that connection with your physical, mental, and emotional self beginning to open, and all these beautiful positive possibilities and opportunities becoming a part of your everyday. 3, taking a moment to feel that gratitude for your physical body. Feel the bend in your legs and arms, feel the tips of your toes and your fingers, feel the movement of your breath as you come all the way back into the here and now. And 4, your eyes are crystal clear, your mind is clear, your energy is clear, you're feeling refreshed and clear and luminous, getting brighter and brighter and creating more space to live and create and be in your highest frequency and form in this physical reality. And 5, fully emerge, fully aware, fully alert. Take a deep breath, and when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes, feeling refreshed and centered, feeling grounded and more connected physically, mentally, emotionally into the frequency and vibration of each and every part of you, and feeling that alignment come into action and come into a space of moving forward as you create each and every day and illuminate from the deepest structures of your being, from the inside out, and feel that illumination becoming a part of your physical reality if you so choose. All right. So thank you guys for coming in today to be a part of Meditation Motivation Mondays Soul Journey with Jen Snow. I hope that you enjoyed this. And, this is a tool that you can use every day. It only takes like 5 minutes or less or more, depending on where you're at and what your day is like. So when we talk about these little tools and using things to help us move forward to create this space for us to step into our authentic selves, into our soul light in this physical reality. We really do have to allow ourselves to work with our day. So whatever the time frame is that works for you is perfect. The universe will not judge you whether you spent 5 minutes or 1 hour every day. It is the action that counts. It's the action that keeps you propelling forward. It's the action that keeps creating the synchronicity for more positive opportunities to come towards you as you move towards them. So if you have questions going forward, please leave a comment. Please hit that like and subscribe button for more Meditation Mondays, more tools and tricks on self-healing, and more coming together as you begin to discover and take that deep dive of going within. And I want to thank all of the new subscribers for signing up and being here. I so much appreciate all of you. I hope that you have the most wonderful day. I look forward to your questions. If there's something that you guys want me to focus on, or a topic that you want me to touch on, or a tool that you want to know more about, or, please ask, and I will build an entire show around that just to get that out there. I really, my mission statement is to help teach and guide you into this healing space where you can learn to heal yourself, where you have the tools to heal yourself, where you have the confidence and ability to get into this space, this healing space, to discover what it is that you are ready to discover, and know that you can shift things. I do believe that a lot of this comes, I do believe that, we do need to sit down, and we do have to have a collective and a community of people and a culture of people that we can work with as a client and as a practitioner, but also knowing that we have the tools, the capacity to do it on our own if we so choose, and having all these avenues and all these different options is really what creates a culture and a community, in a sense that you've got this. So that is my goal. That is the mission I've always stood behind, is I want to, work myself out of the job so that you guys don't need me anymore, so that you have all the tools, so that you can go on this journey if you so choose to dive in yourselves, or find somebody that you want to work with that helps you dive in here and there. I mean, this is the process. We all get to a place where we discover more about ourselves. We learn more about ourselves. We keep peeling back our layers of our onion and know that we can do it in any moment, at any time, and that we've got this. So that is the goal. So like I said, if you have comments and questions, if you are wanting to dive into this a little more in your individual self, I do offer individual sessions. If you want to dive into this with group sessions, I do offer a monthly class. It's on Tuesday nights. It's at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do give you the recording so that you can come back to the process. In August, we are working at releasing and connecting with the primary shadow. And so each week we will be working towards healing that shadow and bringing it back to the light form that it originally was, and having that understanding of how we connected to it, how it became a shadow, and what it needs to become part of the light body, part of our light body once again, coming back and bringing that light into that shadow. So that is going to be the August class. If you're interested, you can check it out on my website, blendingconnections.com, or send me a message and I can send you the link and sign up. It's easy. It's all done online through Zoom. I send out the password and link the day of, so that everybody has it at the top of their email. And we go from there. But if group isn't your thing, I offer one-on-one. We can dive into all of this. We can dive into the primary wound, shadow, and generational stuff as we go through. We can heal through regression work, past, present. And you never know where we go. Your subconscious mind knows. So that is the spiel for tonight. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. I hope you have a fantastic and fabulous week. And I will see you guys all on Friday on the Shipwreck Show. And and then next Monday night, because we're going to play some more, because this is fun. Let's have fun with this. All right, guys, talk to you guys soon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time and energy. Much love.